100.
Test. Okay, so I was asking around with people when they was hearing it, and I was like, you kept saying you hear some distortion. I never heard it. Mm-hmm. And when I went to go edit it, well, while I was editing it, I never heard it either. So I don't know what it is or where it's coming from.
Yeah, I don't either.
I know I heard it, but
yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to the shits. Yeah. Well, I'll say that. Yeah, what's good? This is your host, Jason J. Will Does It, and I am off on a tangent. And to my left, I got my guy. He doesn't want me to call him Ivan, so it's Upshaw.
Yeah, that'll work.
Wah. Hey, that's another thing folks kept asking about. What's up with your guy with this evil ass laugh?
Oh my! So I got an evil laugh.
Count chocolate face.
Damn, dog. Damn, man, for real? That's how we doing it?
2 cookies.
Okay. That's all right. I'm gonna get you for this episode over though.
I never paid any attention to it until I listened to it back. I was like, this nigga do got this evil ass laugh.
Oh my god, man, that is. Now I gotta make a conscious effort to change my laugh. Now I gotta change my laugh because they say I sound like some evil Bond movie mastermind, sinister villain laugh.
Goldfinger.
That's real. That's really interesting. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. That's fine though. It's okay. I'm good. You good, man?
They have hurt your feelings, sir.
No, man. I'm not butthurt. I'm not butthurt over that.
Gotcha.
They got this some of my eye. This shit is coming down with a cold.
Right. So, how was the weekend, man? What happened?
Weekend was lovely, man. Weekend was lovely. Got some work done. Got a lot of work done. Got out for a minute, man. Hung out, kind of felt the vibe of the city this weekend. You know what I mean?
Felt the vibe of the city.
The vibe of the city. The vibe of the M-Town, M-City. I say M-City. I'm changing it. It's not M-Town no more. It's M-City. It's M-City now. It's M City now, man. We got to step it up, dude. We got the number 19.
Okay, so town referencing like it's old.
Yeah, man. Yeah, town is old. That's old. We got it's time to step up. You know what I'm saying?
Like Mayberry town.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We got to step it. It's time to step
big city shit.
Yeah, of course.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Okay. Absolutely. Got the number 19 football program in the country right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's time to step it up. We ain't M-Town no more. We M-City right now.
We actually showed out. Mm-hmm. When we on national TV, actually won the game this time.
Yeah, in great
fashion.
Yeah, great fashion.
Defense,
in great fashion.
Cause man, I'm telling you, man, I was cussing the defense out. Like, dude,
defense. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it was a high scoring game.
You gonna let this nigga run all the way back down to the
It was a high score. It wasn't a whole. Well, it was enough defense played, but it wasn't a defensive game, which is good because people like to see points put on the board. So.
It was whoever got tired first.
Yeah, well,
and I think SMU starting to get gassed.
Yeah,
and Memphis defense did start picking up, and once they started getting them stops,
they did. They started getting stops.
When they started getting them stops, it was like, all right, we got this fool. We got this fool.
Yeah, because we scored. We had that one was it? What that one defensive touchdown, right? When he just took the ball. It really wasn't a fumble. He just took the ball from him,
right,
and just took off with it. So yeah, defense did start stepping up, and man, offense just, man, them dudes. What's the receiver? Number 19, Magnifico. I think that's his name.
Nah, you talking about 14?
Was it 14?
Yeah,
14. Was it 14? Yeah.
See, I don't want to mess up his name. I just know 14.
Yeah,
but dude had Deion Sanders stats, man.
Yeah,
he had a TD for a return.
Yeah,
he had a catch for a TD, and he had another TD for something else.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it was, but he had 3 TDs.
Yeah.
And if this almost like 400 some yards.
Yeah, if it's the same dude, he had like 398
something like that.
All-purpose yards, like set a record. Yeah.
I was
that's
like, man,
amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
Like, hey, if I'm finna be on ESPN, I'm finna act the donkey. I'm finna get some.
I'm going nuts. Yeah, I'm going nuts. I don't blame him.
That nigga was like, put me in, coach.
And leave me in. Put me in, don't coach. Take me out.
I'm playing every position.
Man, put me in. For real. Yeah, it was impressive showing, man, of just overall talent. They showed up, man. They showed up to play. They came to play. I think the fans showed up too.
College game day, niggas acting a fool.
Yeah. Which is normal.
That looks straight.
Yeah, which is normal. It's college game day. It's normal.
The whoop that trick sign.
Yeah, of course. The classic. the classic. Because it's you have every college game day, wherever that locality is, there's always something that's that's akin to that place. Like somebody's they got a poster or something that is relative to their locale. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So of course, hey, whoop that trick. We still hate Calipari. You know what I'm saying? The only opponent we recognize on Winchester, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. That's relative to the locale. So it's all good, man.
We are like the bitter ex-girlfriend when it comes to Calipari.
Yeah, of course. Of course, man.
This man has a whole new successful, great relationship. We're like, I can't stand him and that gal.
Yeah.
Look at him over there being happy.
Hey, the funny thing about the hate for Cal in Memphis, they probably hate him just as much in Massachusetts too. But people don't really talk about that much. Yeah, they did the same thing there.
We just don't see the signs.
We don't see it. Yeah, and Memphis is way more vocal when it comes to hate Cal. It's a lot of his former spots that don't like him too much. So yeah,
he can be at the supermarket walking up. I hate you, Calipari. Like, whoa, dude! I was just trying to get some bread, man, while I was here visiting family. I get the hate while I'm eating bread. Oh man,
nah. Cal can't walk through Memphis like you got the wrong colors on in the wrong hood. That's right. Cal. He can't walk. He can't walk through Memphis. That's like, hey, homie, ain't you Calipari? Man, get your.
Hey, that other dude kind of like that too. What's his name?
Who's that?
The dude that was the good recruit. He kind of like that too, ain't it?
Who, Josh Pastner?
Yeah.
They don't like Pastner either.
Right.
I don't like Pastner.
Well, the only ones who do are the girls. He's so cute, though.
Oh, my God.
He's so cute, though. That voids everything, yeah.
It's funny you said that. Doesn't it usually void everything?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so it does if it's a bullshit ratio.
Okay.
You got to balance out. So now, if you get more BS than your cuteness, then it's like it's not even worth it now.
That's true.
But
works both ways.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like If you can balance it out, it's like, it ain't that bad. But if you got this overly exaggeratedness of BS every day, you like, okay, all right, man, this is not even worth it right now.
Yeah.
Especially when you get older.
Yeah. We got older and we got tired of Cal. We got tired of Pastner. And Pastner's good looks and, Cal's like, was that, what did Cal was that fake, like fake Pat Riley.
You know what? I'm not even finna, no, we not even finna talk about them two. This was a great weekend.
It was a wonderful weekend. No, I
forget Calipari, forget Pastner. I was just, yeah.
Yeah.
ESPN acted a fool.
We loved it.
You know what the other good thing?
What was that?
I don't think I listened to the news, but hey, Memphis was in check. Nobody died.
Hey, nobody died.
Nobody got robbed.
Nobody was shooting.
Good job,
Nobody
Memphis.
was fighting.
Good job. Hey, if I had sound effects, you'd hear
some applause. Some applause right there. Yeah, applause right there. Absolutely, Memphis. Hey, for real. Like, that was the funny thing. Like, they had that one little incident. I think the dude was standing on the police car dancing or something, like juking or something on top of the police car.
There was a white guy at the game that got escorted. It was.
Oh yeah, it sure was, wasn't it?
It was crazy. All he was doing was yelling. All he was doing was like, boo! Yeah. And he looked like he was cursing out something. Two police are like, come on, sir.
Yeah,
then the cameraman took the camera back to him. He was walking up out of there. I was like,
and you know what? They probably walked that dude in the press box for drinks or something. You know what I'm saying? They probably walked him in the press. Yes, they did. They did. They probably
trust and believe that cameraman would have found him again someplace and showed him up there. No,
they probably walked dude in the box and was like, "Hey man, just calm down for us, please. This is, come on, man, it's a white dude. They ain't lock him up. They just do. Hey man, can you just relax a little?
Just chill out for us.
Just calm down, man.
Just a little bit.
We're on television. We're on television. It's ESPN, man. You can't do this." You know what I mean? We got to make the city look good.
We got to take your beers away.
Yeah. We'll give them back in 30 minutes once you sober up.
Here's this coffee.
Here we go with this shit.
Only dude I know that goes to a cigar bar. Yes, ma'am. Can I get some coffee?
Dude.
With a little cream.
No. So I got to provide context again.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
were you or were you not drinking coffee?
Okay, that's not.
Were you or were you not drinking coffee? I mean, it wasn't no Bailey's cream in that joint.
Oh my god!
It wasn't no Kahlua. It wasn't none of that.
I should have
regular coffee.
I should have just stayed at home tonight if I knew I was gonna be talked about like this. Yes, I drank some regular coffee at one of the best cigar bars in Memphis. Okay, I won't name names because it's not an advertisement. They had to pay me $10 to say their name. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, yes.
Is that all you're worth, Samuel?
Shut up, man. I'm just joking. No, this is the contract. We got to write a contract up for me to say their name. But anyway, so now we're sitting at the cigar bar, and yeah, I had a coffee. Like, I had a coffee because, like, I don't want to be falling asleep because I'm older. So I need a little caffeine. That's how I work sometimes, man. I'm just being honest, man.
Well, hey, if you live this plant-based lifestyle, sir, you have all the energy in the world.
You're absolutely correct.
You're walking around here like a Thundercat, my nigga.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. I will say that I definitely need to ascribe to the plant-based nutrition that my buddy over here lives by. You're absolutely correct, sir.
Changes your whole life, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Your hair start growing back on your head. You won't have to be going bald.
You know that's some bullshit.
Dude,
your hair start growing back, man.
My line has started coming back forward. This part ain't gonna never come back because of some. Okay, so back in the day when I was younger, when you would go to like the little. You wouldn't go to the barbershop. You just go to a nigga around in his house and go get your haircut.
Yeah.
He would get jealous if I go to somebody else and get my hair cut. So this one time he cut me and it went into my skin, so hair won't never grow back right here. You
What?
can even feel the gash. It was like, cause too, back then we had to put a little kid in our head and shit. So I had the little Duke. So the little chemical got up in that junk, so no hair grow back right there. So it was like it's a wrap. But I was like, man, I ain't going to this nigga no more.
So you went to a barber to cut your hair.
There are some barbers that
And
get jealous.
He was
if
jealous.
You go to, yes.
He got jealous because somebody else cut you, chopped you up.
Right.
And then when you went back to him, he purposely cut a gash in your head.
I ain't gonna say he cut a gash, but when they line you up,
Yeah.
a part in where he lined me up at, right. He went deep in that line when in that lineup. Oh, man. Right. After that, I was like, this nigga ain't seeing me no more. It's a wrap.
Man, I'm surprised.
I'm glad, but I was like, I'm glad I found a new barber anyway. It's a wrap.
But though, for real, like barbers and beauticians do get jealous when you go to other people.
They get jealous.
I was thinking about that.
Then they'll shame you. That's what you get for going to this so on the
They will do that.
Yeah.
They will do that. Like, they'll get mad and be like, so you usually get your hair cut every 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Well, where was you at last week? Oh man, I was out of town. You know what I'm saying? Went out of town. It looked like you had a cut recently. They be stalking you, like,
right? Who cut your hair last time?
Who cut your hair?
That don't look like my line.
Who cut your hair? Oh, man, I got my hair cut by this dude. This dude in Atlanta, man. He hooked me up. Like, oh, for real? Okay.
They go to Hotline Bling.
I see, man. Whatever, dog. Whatever.
Man, you gotta tell, man.
Man, shut up, man. Whatever.
Hey, man.
Whatever, dog.
You gotta tell these folks you at work.
You are absolutely correct, sir. I am at work. This is a job. It's like it's my job to talk about somebody messing your line up when you
right. Hey man, when you're in the studio, it's do not disturb.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely. It's do not disturb. And the person that's calling me, when the person that called me, his knees look like they got magnets on them. So, negative and positive.
See, I want to say a name, but then if it's wrong, then he gonna feel we checking that.
Yes, it's a friend of mine that owns a pressure washer service that has knees like bowling balls. His knees heavier than his whole body. But anyway, so I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him back. He gonna kill me. Anyway, I ain't gonna say his name though, cause he like 7'12", so I can't mess with him.
The nigga probably gonna check you on Facebook or something.
No, he be doing that anyway. That's my dog though, for real. But now let's back to this, man. These barbers and beauticians get mad because you go to somebody else. Like, that's real though. That's real. Like, they will be like, when you go back to them to get chopped up or get, whatever, they stand there and look at your head like, look at this shit.
Well, technically, you kind of should, because you're looking at a job that somebody else may have messed up, and it's like, okay, I got to go back and fix it the way I do.
You got a point. Point taken.
So I get it and I understand it. I even also get it to, okay, this is your clientele, so this other person took your $20 or $40 away.
That's true. You're right.
You're right. I can see it and understand it, but nigga, if you take it out on my head, you think I'm coming back?
Right, yeah. Well, yeah. They can lose clientele like that. You're right.
I got a new option now. Mm-hmm. I ain't coming to you no more.
Right.
I'm good.
I wonder why people, though, sometimes...
People don't welcome competition.
They should, though. Competition is good for the market.
It make you better.
Yeah, it's good for the market.
Now I got to see, all right, so what took this person away? Or why did this person go over there instead of staying with me? That been with me for years.
Yeah.
What did I slip on? It keep you in check.
It keeps you honest. Some people get comfortable.
Right.
Some people get comfortable, like
leaving one of your loyal clientele in a chair for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That's not something, and don't never come check up on them and be like, hey, I'm going to be with you in a minute or something like that.
Yeah.
That person's going to get up and leave.
Yeah.
While they sitting there in the hour and a half, they texting, hey, bitch, what you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do my hair right now?
Right. Yep.
I ain't finna come on because I've been waiting over here for like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
They go over there and get their hair washed and all that, whatever like that. Hell, I've been sitting at the, I know my sister cuts, because she cuts her son's hair or whatever like that. So sometimes I be sitting at the barbershop and I be like, man, this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I know I didn't set an appointment. Now, I don't trip sometimes because I never called beforehand and I didn't have an appointment or something like that. So
Right.
I know if I don't have no appointment, I know I might be waiting. But there'll be some times where the wait just be ridiculous. You be like, oh man, I've been here like 3 hours.
Yeah. And you still ain't got chop yet.
Text.
Yeah.
Hey, Leash, what you doing?
Yeah.
You think you can chop my hair up? Cool. Hey man, I'm gonna holler at you later.
Hey, I've never understood though. Excuse me. I've never understood. And of course, I don't get my hair cut anymore because with my hair bald, I can shave it myself. But of course, taking my son to the barbershop.
You should have wore George Jefferson for the rest of your life, man. That almond shaped M&M, bro.
I'm not even gonna dignify that statement with a response because that was like I'm speechless. Like this man actually thought I was like he actually. Anyway, man, back to what I was saying because you ain't talking about nothing. So anyway,
What, the George Jefferson?
And I know some dudes that's like 35 with the George Jefferson. That's just ridiculous. Like, dude, cut your damn hair. Like, what is wrong with you that you walking around in 2019 with the George Jefferson and you 35 years old?
Hey, your boy trying to get away with it.
Who?
LeBron. Since you got the Lakers hoodie and everything.
Yes, I do have a Lakers hoodie. Go Lakers. Go Grizz. Go Lakers, though.
The nigga whole lace front almost came off during the
game. I'm still trying to figure out, man, why Bron head looked like that. I'm like, bro, you got enough money to buy another brain.
And his partner told him, like, hey, man, your hair. Hey.
Yeah.
Check it. Your hair. LeBron like, nah, dude.
Dude, just cut it out.
Oh, shit. Then we go time out.
I'm like, why is he doing that? And then you wearing it and you sweating and you think this stuff ain't going.
The problem is what I look at it, how I see it. The problem is the headband. My nigga, if you finna wear it, take the headband off.
Yeah.
Because the headband is scrunching it up when you sweat. Now it's finna pull the hair all the way up and off of your head. Like, nigga, what are you thinking?
Man, dude's head look. Well, he got too much money for his head to look like that.
Well, we don't have a problem with hair. When you put the headband on, it's almost gonna slide off the top of your head anyway without touching it. This nigga's gonna have his hair coming off. You know what? When I seen it, he got the Donald Trump. He got the comb over.
That's not. You can't comb. You can't do comb over with that.
That when he had to pull it down, it turned into the comb over.
Man,
LeBron has the comb over.
He's got the LeBron-Over. The Bron-Over.
Yes, the Bron-Over.
That's so ridiculous. LeBron James has way too much money
to be out here
looking like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in him.
Yes. We all should be, and nobody's really saying anything about it.
Is that not? Except for like people like us. But like his head looks ridiculous. Like just cut it off, dog. Like just go ahead and take the L. Or if you gonna keep it, do a transplant. Do it during the off season. Nobody's gonna ask you, like for because they ain't asking you now. So just get the transplant. You gonna have them, little dents and stuff in your head. So you get the little stuff right, and then you're gonna have that little bruising or whatever till it heals up, and then your hair will start growing in. Right? Just go ahead and do that during the off season. Wear hats everywhere you go. Right? You got enough money to tell people not to take certain pictures, so come on.
But the reason why it's such a big deal to me is because a couple of weeks ago he was like, "Oh, my barber, he hooked me up. I got the line out."
Man, shut up, man.
Dude, you ain't see that?
I didn't see when he said that.
That nigga was on social media. He posted a little video of. He's like, look at my lineup. Look at it. My barber hooked me up with the line.
See,
he showed his whole head, all of this, and we looking like, dude, is that a shag at the top of your head?
Yeah, I think he had
What's
to
going
be.
on?
He had to be trolling. He had to be trolling.
But he had his whole joint on there, like he got the fresh chop up. We see the little line. I mean, it didn't look like the painted Beijing, but I'm like, okay, cool. But we know it's not yours, LeBron.
Painted Beijing.
You know you just seen a painted Beijing before. You ain't seen a painted Beijing?
That is so stupid. That's stupid. When them dudes put paint on it, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
So I'm gonna admit, like my barber did that to me one time. He didn't ask me if I wanted it. So I seen it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I was like, no, that
sure. Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm.
So he sprayed it. I thought he was spraying the little smell good on my hair, on my head.
Why you need smell good on your hair, man?
You know barbers always spray that sheen stuff on your head.
Yeah, that's for moisture. It ain't for the smell.
But it still smells good.
But it ain't for the smell.
It's for the shine.
Yeah.
I am aware, but I'm saying that it smells good.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking that he's spraying that on, but he's like, like, what's this? Oh, I'm just making your line crisp. I was like, oh, okay. So
he's Steve Harvey, your ass.
So I was like, okay, I'm looking at him like, okay,
Steve
cool.
Harvey, dog.
But a lot of times, if not the same day, the next day, I wash my hair, and moisturize my hair and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I texted back. I'm like, dude, what you do to my line?
That boy had paint in his eyes. He
was like,
go,
dude,
boy had all kind of paint in his eyes. Like, man, where did stuff come from?
I was like, dude, what you do to my line? My line seemed further back than it normally is. He's like, dude, I ain't do nothing to it. I was like, man, you done did something to my line, man. Not realizing that I had washed it away. Word, nigga, we not doing this no more. Nah, Don't spray this don't spray this across my head no more. I don't want that. As soon as he get ready to spray, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. You sure? I'm straight.
Because, man, it'll be tripping. Like, when they get that spray stuff, I'm like, do you not know, first of all, we can tell that that's not hair.
Right.
Like, the whole point of a piece or what they call a unit, whatever that name they use is stupid.
Sir, when you're in the company of men, please do not say unit.
Man, get your ass on.
Unit, member, any of those.
Anyway, dog. Anyway, hairpiece, top shit, whatever it is, damn rug, whatever you want to call it. I just don't get it. At least if you get that, it actually looks like hair. The paint stuff, like, come on, dog. Like, you gonna go and actually let somebody put some black paint on your head. I'm not talking about dye, like you dyeing your hair from gray to black or something like that. I'm talking about you actually painting a black paint where hair should be, and then like lining it up like you're drawing a line as if it's hair on your damn head.
Man, I know
that's stupid.
I know this dude, he a barber, and he'll spray his whole head, line the joint up and everything, then put a do-rag on the joint. What's the do-rag for?
That's delusion, man.
So you finna put waves over the paint?
You finna wave your scalp up? You finna wave. Wait a minute. Then when he put the paint on there, did he draw some lines across?
I mean, he got the whole cardboard joint.
Oh man,
all the way
that's
across the joint.
stupid.
I'm like,
Just
man.
look, dude, just let it go. Like, just let it go. Like, when I first started losing my hair, and this is, prior to the technology that they have now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This was in high school.
No, this was not in high school.
My nigga, you was bald in high school.
Bro, that's because I cut my hair bald in high school. I was not bald, bro.
And you stayed bald.
That's because I paid for my own haircuts and I was cheap. Yes. So I was telling them to cut my hair like that.
So you decided to stay bald because you were cheap?
Bruh, on my senior heads, I got hair on my head. I had a bald fade.
No, sir.
Yes, I got the picture at home, Doc.
My nigga, you was a cone head.
Man, shut your ass up. Anyway, you must be talking about somebody else. Anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to, man, you better be glad hold on, do I got the yearbook?
Man, you don't need no yearbook, bruh. I know what I look like on my picture.
How you gonna tell me? In the senior yearbook?
I know what I look like on my senior picture, man. I got the picture at my parents' house.
I think I got the book in the back, though.
Man, go find that damn book. I don't care. Shit, I know what I look like. And I know my head was not bald. I used to cut it bald sometimes.
I don't know, man. You be saying something and then you renege right after you said it. Like I listened to the I can't remember what podcast it was when we was talking about the 2-on-1 sandals. You was like, I didn't wear them just no more. And then I made mention like, yeah, I did wear them another time.
Yeah, because you jogged my memory.
You sound like Rick James. He's like, ain't nobody just be stomping on nobody's couch just to be doing it. Yeah, I stepped on Eddie Murphy's couch. I was listening to it. I was like, man, it might just Rick James.
Hey, nah, I didn't. What happened was I was 20. I started losing my hair, man. I was like 22, and I picked my nephew up, and I was looking, and my nephew was like, I picked my nephew up, and so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, well, okay. My sister was like, your hair is going bald. She's like, you got a bald spot.
It's thinning.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm thinning. And I was wearing a fro at the time. So I was like, all right. I said, I'll tell you what.
That's the worst way to find out when you got the fro.
Yeah. I was
now your head look like a bird's nest.
Yeah. I was like, I'll tell you what. Shut up. I was like, I'll tell you what. I was like, okay. I'm going to go. I'm going to cut my hair down. And so I decided, I was like, well, I'm going to cut it down. And I went to cut it down. That's where I wore from that point on. And then I just kept it low. And then after a while, I just went ahead and cut it off. And that was it. And I wasn't studying about it no more.
Man, hold on.
What?
That's 17-0.
Yeah, that's 17-0.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, I told you I thought that Baltimore was going to beat New England.
17-0. Ed Reed is on the sideline though.
Yeah.
Man, they hemming them up. But you over there texting?
No, I was texting my son back.
What was I saying?
He's talking about my hair, man.
Oh yeah, this is true.
And how I made a conscious effort and decision to not try to hold on to it. I just went ahead and cut it off.
I'm holding on to mine, but mine started growing back when I started because I was contemplating. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna start just keeping it low. But when I started eating right and I did the cleanse, I did a detox, I did a cleanse, and then I just started. I didn't even have no cravings for meat or anything like that. All of a sudden, I started feeling a little hair growing back here. And then it was like, it wasn't as thin anymore.
Right.
I was like, huh. Then I started growing my hair out.
Right.
Y'all saw me growing my hair out. So it was even a point where you only saw a little thin spot there.
Right.
Like, okay, let me keep doing this.
Yeah. Well, they say when you make lifestyle changes, that stuff happens. So,
And then if you start paying, like you pay attention to how fast your nails grow. If your nails growing super fast, your hair should also too.
right,
So
right,
I was like, okay, bet.
yeah,
So
it makes sense. It makes sense. I think, excuse me, I think lifestyle changes are important. Sometimes, we, because like I was watching something. I was watching something. They were talking about older people who, live a certain lifestyle. They eat a certain way, and then they live a certain lifestyle. They eat a certain way, and then they're able to do stuff that other people their age aren't able to do. Like I was watching something, and they were talking about Dr. Sabi
right.
and like his lifestyle, the way he ate and what he took in. Like he was able to do stuff at his age that a lot of people 30 years younger than him weren't able to do.
Man, my nigga before he died, he had just had a baby
Yeah,
with some 20 something year old woman.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, he was still getting it in.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like I just think
Mine killed that dude.
somebody got lit up. Somebody got lit up. But like I think that I think like for the most part, what I think at 41, and even as it pertains to athletes, like most athletes' bodies are older than ours
they
at
time.
that. Yeah, because the strenuous activity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what they commit to, like, I mean, I remember something Kobe said when he was, I think Kobe was like, it was like probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I did an interview with him, and he was like, man, he has the body of like an 80-year-old person. That's how he feels. And he was like, man, I get up aching and stuff every day because I have to commit so much of my time to, putting stress and strain on my body to perform. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like just average everyday people, I think lifestyle changes help us to kind of reverse that process, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So, talking about the hair growing back and stuff like that, like it's possible. I mean, not in a Benjamin Button kind of way, but it's possible, I think.
I got the Benjamin Button. I'm doing it.
I don't think so.
What?
You don't look younger.
Okay.
You just look thin.
Oh man. Okay, I got you. We throwing the jabs.
No.
Okay.
No, man. It's no, we're not throwing jabs. I'm just telling the truth. Just telling the truth, man.
Oh, I'm not this play caught my attention. My bad, I was distracted. But so let's see. What else happened? And so is there anything that you have to or want to talk about or something that happened over the weekend? You know what? No, I ain't finna get that nigga no airtime. Never mind. Just I saw a hater that was out. And I was like, yeah.
A hater.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I see you lurking, my nigga.
Oh.
In the shadows. Snapping.
I mean, man. Oh, you said a hater in the shadows. Speaking of haters,
Hey, sir, pay attention.
I am paying attention. I'm trying to send my son a message again.
Oh, there you go. He's trying to get the sympathy card.
No, not at all.
I'm texting my son, sir.
Sorry. No. Speaking of haters, and I want to make sure I'm very clear with this. I don't feel like there was one point in time where I felt like I didn't have haters. I still don't really feel like I do. Even though I know I do.
Okay.
I don't feel like it. So, in reference, like we talked about the Tigers, right?
Mhm.
Being successful. The basketball program, right,
Mhm.
has made a turn, see success on the horizon.
Right.
One of the things that I've noticed, and even in my personal life, seeing some aspects of success now, not full success, but some aspects of it, in my opinion.
Mm.
Why is it that it upsets people when you start doing better for yourself? Help me understand it.
Because now they can't keep you in that box that they were keeping you in before. That's how I see it. So
Right.
now it's a I don't want to look. It's kind of I said, well, dog, I can't bring him into it because that nigga just plain dumb and goofy.
Right.
I was gonna say OJ, but like you know how they'll never let you live down your mistake,
Right.
type of thing.
Right. You
But
said as far as
I
like
didn't want to bring
haters?
him up, huh?
You said as far as like haters are concerned?
Okay, so a hater is always gonna bring something up to a negative that you have done to hate on you is what I mean. So whatever they can use as ammunition that you have
Okay.
done
Okay.
negatively, they're never going to let you live that down.
Or I mean,
Remember, you did so and so, so and
you don't
so.
even have to do nothing negative. They can just come up with some shit.
But still, yeah. But they'll find a way. Anything that you're doing, they can find a way to turn it into a negative.
Right. Right.
They'll shame you in a way.
Right. I mean, that's what we doing with social media now.
Right.
Like it's a lynch mob mentality for everything.
Everything.
You know, for everything.
If you don't agree with me, attack.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, nigga, I just said.
I can post. Excuse me. I can go right now, and I can post that bananas are. You know, I think myself personally that bananas are disgusting. Now, sidebar: I actually cannot eat bananas because I'm allergic to them. Right. But I can say I believe that bananas are disgusting. I think that they're the worst tropical fruit.
My apologies, sir. Bananas are delicious.
It's all good. But I'm just saying I could, you know, hypothetically I could say, man, bananas are disgusting, the worst tropical fruit. You know what I mean? Just in my opinion, man, I just don't like them.
And you would get attacked by 301 people.
Somebody that has never posted anything or never responded to anything I've ever said that is in love with bananas. How dare you talk about bananas like
Right.
that? You know what I'm saying? Like we've lost, man. We've lost the ability to think for ourselves and speak for ourselves.
And there's something wrong with you if you don't think like me or agree with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fight. I'm like, I'll let you know my opinion, and then once I see how adamant a person is about
Right.
my opinion, I'm like, okay.
Right.
I ain't finna go back and forth about it.
Right.
I just told y'all.
How I felt. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
They taste great to me.
Right.
I like them.
Right.
You say they're disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep slicing them by bananas and putting them in cereal and
Yeah.
putting them in smoothies.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop me, but it's almost like they want to shame you for liking it or liking something that they don't, and you're still adamant about liking it. Like,
Right.
are you? It's like if you have a conversation, you're supposed to sway my mind into your thinking.
Right.
No, we having a debate. Okay, I
Yeah.
like it. I see why you don't like it. I would like for you to see why I like it and see why they're delicious, and we agree to disagree and move on.
Right.
People can't do that no more.
No. But you know what a lot of that stems from, right?
What was it?
It's been going on all the time. We talk about politics. Because that's why I remember, like back in the day, like they would, if you worked at a certain place, they would tell you, like there, like two conversations that you cannot have at work.
Religion
is
and
religion and politics.
Yeah.
Because you'll fight.
Yeah.
Like people will fight to the death
Yeah.
over both of those. And they're two of the most twisted, the most we're misinformed the most on both of those.
Well, when it comes to religion, everybody's like, "Hey, your God ain't like mine." So it's like you fighting over,
You really fighting over something you have no control over.
right?
None
So you
whatsoever.
have that, and then the defamation of, like, one might say, "Hey, your religion ain't." So now I'm going to defame what
Right.
your. So yeah,
Yeah. The same thing with politics.
right.
Because I mean, you
Your
could,
president or your senator
yeah,
or your mayor isn't like mine's. Just my, man, I'm looking at these smear campaigns going on, and one of these dudes look like Yosemite Sam out here right now. And
right,
I'm like, dude, y'all look like clowns out here.
right.
'Cause
The-
dude, talking about, I pack my own gun. Like, nigga, who cares? Everybody pack their own gun.
yeah,
Word?
yeah,
Like that's hard. Like, oh, I don't know how to put a shell in
yeah,
my gun.
yeah,
I pack my own gun and drive my own truck.
yeah.
Word?
It's stupid. It's
Down
very,
in, pow, pow, pow. I'm
yeah.
Yosemite Sam.
But that's what's so funny.
Because at the end of the commercial, he's shooting bottles off
Yeah,
of a tree stump.
yeah.
Pow, 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 pow. Yosemite Sam. Vote for me. Man, if you don't get your goof ass out of here, nigga.
And what does that have to do with, like,
What they got to do with your politics?
yeah, nothing. Well,
You
yeah,
drive a truck.
yeah, you drive a truck, but that's
I
that's
really
what we,
trust you. You slammed the hood of that truck,
yeah.
boy. Man, you're a stand-up guy.
Hey, but you know what's funny? Somebody will look at that and be like, "Man, that's our boy right there."
Yep.
Now that's how you do it.
Shooting them black bottles off of that tree stump. Look at him. Yeah. That's my kind of politician right there, buddy.
And it's so funny because basically a lot of, not all, of course, but a lot of politicians are just actors and actresses anyway. They're
Yes.
just playing a part.
To get your vote.
They're just paid to play a part.
Man,
They're not really.
the song and dance that
Yeah,
goes on
yeah,
in the hood, you
yeah.
don't know. Man,
Yeah.
I don't never see Cohen in the hood until
it's election
it's time to get voted for.
It's election
That man he in the hood kissing babies, shaking hands, telling them, "Hey guy, you want to go ahead and get this weed approved in Memphis, Tennessee?" Oh, so you finna come talk to the niggas about weed? That's what's finna go on. That's what we doing.
Man, looking at the state of Tennessee, man, Tennessee would cannibalize itself before they do that. Like, I believe it'll happen, but Tennessee will probably be the last state
Yes.
in the union.
Tennessee would rather billions of dollars go to Arkansas and Mississippi before they make a cent.
Yeah. Yeah. Same thing they did with casinos. Like, they waited. They were like, we holding out on this. This is morality.
They still ain't got now.
Well, that's true. That's true. You're right.
What
There's
are you
no
talking
casinos.
about? It's
You're
still
right.
in Mississippi.
You're right. In Mississippi and Arkansas. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
They don't want that coin.
It's crazy, and it's so silly because typically the people that are behind that would benefit the greatest from the tax revenue from it.
Man, they could have turned.
They'll fight it tooth and nail. Oh, we don't. That's morality. We don't do that kind of thing in Tennessee. Dude, we're stand up people.
They could have turned the pyramid into a casino.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right there on the water.
Yeah, it'd have been perfect. It would have been perfect.
I didn't want that.
Well, you had so many people.
They wanted the town. They didn't want the city.
I'll never. Yeah, right. Exactly. I'll never forget, man. People talking about in church, talking about the pyramid, and it was so. I just couldn't believe, man, how their history, their sense of history, and their theology was so warped as it pertained to Egypt and the pyramids. I remember they said, man, that pyramid sits on that water. It's going to sink into the water just like the pyramid did in Memphis, Egypt. And I'm like,
I mean,
y'all cannot be this dumb.
they looking
Like,
at
y'all,
symbolisms of it, but yeah.
yeah, but I'm saying though, I'm like, y'all cannot be this dumb. Like, seriously, y'all can't be this dumb. You know what I'm saying? But the interesting thing about it is, you know, I was like, it's funny because I said to myself, like, well, you know, I looked at it and I said, well, people will go with what somebody else tells them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go with what somebody else is telling them. They won't necessarily think for themselves. So Tennessee being this like uber religious state, right?
But you really can't say Tennessee because Nashville ain't like that.
Well, to a degree, Nashville still is. It is. Like, you'll say it's not, but on the surface, Nashville looks really, really progressive.
Because
Which is
they booming now.
well, yeah, but it's in terms of industry, not necessarily, not necessarily what like what we're looking at with like cannabis on the West Coast. Like, it's more so like industry as far as business, banking, technology, healthcare, so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Infrastructure.
Right.
Like, Nashville is taking the money that they supposed to be giving everybody else, including Shelby County and Memphis, and using it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it looks on the surface, they look really, really progressive. But in actuality, it's still Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't understand that because when people say, well, it's the Bible Belt. Okay, so the other states surrounding Tennessee are under the Bible Belt too, but they involved.
So what states are included in the Bible Belt? What is it? I know Tennessee, Mississippi.
Everything it's like the belt line. Everything below the belt line is
Right.
So Georgia, all of it.
Well, again, you look at, traditionally, Tennessee's a red state, right? It's a red state.
Okay.
It's a red state. It's a left state. But there's more poverty in this state than it is in a lot of others. So you have poor people voting against their own interests in Tennessee for the most part.
Why you say? Well,
Look at middle Tennessee. If you go up, you talking about like in those mountainous areas. You talk about East Tennessee as well. Like, you have poor people living in, subpar living conditions economically that vote extreme right. And they're voting for people who aren't making decisions in their favor. You see what I mean?
that's because most of us really don't even know what we be voting for.
Well, it's not just us. What I'm saying is hear what I'm saying. Most of your far right, they're supported by poor people who vote against their own interests. So you live in the hills of Tennessee, right? You live up in the hills, and where you're living at, there's probably one source of industry.
Okay.
And there's not a whole lot of people that look like us that live up there. So you got some dude that gets on TV that looks like Yosemite Sam, and you wonder why they support him? Because he looks like something that they would look like, they would do.
Right.
So that's how they garner support and garner votes that way. Because they know that their electoral voting block is basically a bunch of dummies.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't even really get involved, or the people who do. I put the information out there as far as the people who do get involved and want to vote. I'm like, man, the stuff you really need to be voting for is the stuff locally.
Of course. Of course.
And don't nobody really even just really pay that much attention to the local stuff, but then you complain. I think people are waking up now and being more involved, paying attention to the local stuff. Cause that's how you get the stuff that matters to you.
Right.
That's how you get those changes involved. People like, well, I'll vote for my president and he'll make these changes in my city.
Nah. It's not gonna happen.
No.
And it never has been that way.
I better go. And like I said, I am into politics, but I ain't like that. But that's why people need to get in contact with aldermen and all that other type of stuff.
Right.
Find them people.
Man.
Shake hands with these people at the pocket that people don't invite me to go.
Dude, chill out, man. Chill out. Please chill out, bro.
I am no longer the cool friend.
Whatever, dog.
I tell you, boy.
Whatever, dog.
When that is the wake-up call, the phone don't ring no more. You like, man,
whatever.
I'm not the cool buddy no more.
Whatever, dog.
You know what? I ain't gonna say that because, came out on the scene. I was like, man. Because the fact that somebody called me like, Jason. Oh, okay. They still recognize me out here.
Yeah, they thought they was looking at a corpse.
Oh, man, cool out. Nah, they thought they saw Ghost. Yeah,
A ghost.
Yeah.
Not ghost, a ghost.
Yeah. A ghost.
Yeah, a ghost.
Because I disappeared quick.
Yeah, of course. It ain't hard if you disappear. You know,
like, where that nigga just go
super
to?
light-skinned dudes disappear real easy.
Man, dude, you like a sienna shade away, my nigga. What are you talking about?
I'm team brown skin, partner.
Okay.
I'm team brown skin.
These beige brothers over here, what are you talking about? You just as beige.
Man, you almost same color as these gray sweats I got on.
No.
Oh, boy. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's some silly stuff going on, man. I think when you talk about voting, you just talk about engagement of people, man, around local topics and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, man, I think people are involved, and I think people want to see change happen, but
they don't want to do any type of work to get the change to happen themselves.
Yeah, but like, think about it. So why would voting be any different than going to the grocery store or going to a movie?
What do you mean?
What I mean is that the process by which people vote is outdated. It really is. It's outdated. Because think about this, man. Think about this. Let's just be honest.
Well, usually if you don't know okay, what example do you have of a different kind of way is the thing. That's most of the thing. So
I give you an example.
We follow gimmicks. We would rather do something gimmicky or whatever.
But gimmicks have always been a part of politics. What I'm saying, the actual process by which we go and participate in the voting process, by which we vote, is outdated. Like, if you go to the polls and look at the voting machines, they're old.
Yeah.
So we don't have enough technology in this country. We don't have enough scientists. We don't have enough techies. We don't have enough executives. We don't have enough company heads. We have where we can get on our phones and on a particular app, right? We can utilize that app. We can order $1,000 worth of merchandise.
But see, sir, that's how you know all of this is smoke and mirrors.
Well, hold on. That's what I'm getting at. But let me explain what I'm talking about for the listener.
Your vote doesn't matter.
Well, we get that, but let me explain why I feel like that.
Go on your
thank you, sir.
Soliloquy, sir.
If we have the technology that we can make choices via an electronic device, I can go through and I can pick who I want to win the next American Idol, right? Mm-hmm. and those votes can be tallied, and that before that show is over, they'll tell me 10 million people voted for so and so to win.
Right.
Versus 6 million for this person, 2 million for this person, or whatever. Right?
Okay.
For the people who have access to that type of technology, which is virtually every one of us, right? Why is it that we don't have access to technology where we can go vote the same way? So I know what folks are gonna say. Oh, you should want to get up out of the house and go participate in the process, and you should want to go do such and such and such.
Why do you got to get up out the house?
Well, that's my whole point. Stay with me. That's my whole point. If I can order food from my phone or my iPad or my laptop, if I can order clothes, if I can pay my bills, if I can basically do everything that I need to do, if I can work, like, why wouldn't I be able to participate in the voting process the same way? Because it's not that, we've become lazier due to technology. There's just something that's a part of the process. But why is it that they're not platforms available? Because guess what? You yourself can get on Facebook right now and start a poll, right?
Okay.
So why is it not possible for somebody to do that and people just go down and say, hey, a solid, informed, secure process, and say, okay, based on what you know, because it's the same thing. Based on what you know, you've seen all of the media, you've seen all of the debates, you've seen all of the information. Who do you want to be your next mayor of the city? And you get these particular choices, right? That's part of it. You're able to go down and click on that person's name. It tallies it up, it finishes it up, and you roll on, right? And I know some people be like, well,
where you going with this, Sam?
What? Just stay with me.
I'm trying to. Where you going with it?
I'm going. What's the show called? Off on a tangent, right?
I know, but you going over the river and through the woods.
What I'm saying is, why can't we use technology for voting the same way we use technology for everything else?
Because how they will tell you is that it's easy. It's too easy to manipulate within an app. I'm sure that's how they will break it down and tell you.
Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, in order for everyone to have access to it in your hand and in millions of hands, it would have to be in an app form or on a web-based form, which, like I said, they'll still say it can be subject to being manipulated.
Just like the system.
No different from the voting machine, though. But still.
But actually, it would probably be harder to manipulate than the voting machines.
Not necessarily.
So you think it would be equally as
everything is subject to be hacked in this day and age.
That's true.
As long as you got Wi-Fi, if the system is able to connect to Wi-Fi, everything is subject to be hackable.
So what do you think our solution would be?
Analog.
Have we ever used analog to like tally stuff or whatever?
I'll say this: hacking didn't start. Hacking didn't start as far in the voting process until the process became digital.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to write that down. Analog. So just in case I become president, I'll say we need to use analog to.
Because
I'll institute that.
An analog system is harder to hack, and it operates on a whole different coding system.
Right.
An outdated coding system that new code will not even be able to recognize.
I think you might be on to something. That's some Book of Eli shit.
But I noticed, like, when you pay attention to, when you see like different little shows or different little movies or different little things about like how to survive or when like the apocalypse come or whatever, usually 9 times out of 10 in every single movie, they have started communication either through some type of old walkie-talkie,
Right.
some type of old Morse code type system, all of those things that are before the digital age.
Right. You might be on to something. I just think I just think that before I think we need to stop bashing people when it comes to the voting process. I think we need to stop bashing people. I really do.
Usually the bashing comes from people who don't have all the information.
I think bashing is coming from people that have a lot of information though, because there's some that I typically see a lot that talk about folks not voting. Because like in particular, like this past weekend, we have ESPN College Gameday here. It's a sports day, right?
Right.
And people are downtown, people on bills, celebrating, having a good time, supporting the team, you know what I mean, and so forth. And like one of the only things that I saw people talking about, well, man, we really could get some stuff done if people went out and voted like this. And I'm like, you can't even compare the two. It's like comparing a watermelon to a grape. You know what I'm saying?
So what you mean, the voting process will
Like,
have
no, they
something to
think
do with
people
the
should be
events?
out. They said that basically if people going to go out and stand out in all this kind of stuff, like what they should be doing is they should be getting to the polls.
Like they came out to
Like
College Gameday.
they came out to College Gameday.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Well,
I totally disagree.
Who says that all those people? I mean, you're seeing all those people in one location all at one day. Who's to say that all the people who came to vote ain't the same amount of people? Because voting is over several days. I mean, so people say dumb stuff because they don't know all the stats. That's all.
Of course.
They see a large group of people and like, hey, all these people need to come out so and so, so and so. And you don't see the droves of people on opening election day. So if it's opening election day and you don't see that same group of people out there on College Game Day, oh my God, they need to come out to vote like that. Like, nigga, people got jobs. College Game Day was on Saturday morning, 5 a.m. Cool out. Stop it, fool.
Oh my God. Man. That's always
People gotta go get a permission slip from their boss. Hey, can I go vote today?
You know what, man? I think people in a lot of situations now, I think people are being manipulated not to go vote because there's so much pressure put on them to participate in the process when they really don't know what is going on. So I'm going to give you an example. When I first voted, I think the first time I voted, I think I was 19, I believe. I think I was 19. No, I think I was 20. I think the first time I voted, I was 20. And so...
At what point did you realize that it was BS?
So that's exactly what I'm finna describe to you. So it was the election where Al Gore was running for president against George Bush. And so, and I never forget this as long as I live. So everybody's voting, right? We're looking at the polls. All the numbers are coming in, right? And it pretty much looks like Gore's won the election. So we go to bed and Gore had won, pretty much, right? We wake up the next morning. This is 8 hours later. And George Bush is the next president. So we're sitting here trying to figure out what the hell happened in the last 7 hours. Like Gore had this thing wrapped up, right? Mm-hmm. So we wake up the next day. Bush has won the election. So of course, emotionally, because of course you're tied, there's an emotional tie to political parties. I'm not even going to get into that, but there's an emotional tie to it. You grew up, Democrat, typically you vote Democrat. You grow up Republican, typically you vote Republican as you grow up or whatever, unless you have an extreme change of dynamic, economically or whatever, right? So even if you don't, some people just vote whatever because their parents voted it, right?
Like a Samuel Jackson on TV.
So what did that have to do with anything?
What?
Samuel L. Jackson.
I said, look at him on TV.
I didn't see him on TV. Is that Samuel L. Jackson on TV?
I can't think of his name on Django, but
Steven.
Yeah. Look at Steven on TV.
She made me lose my thought, man.
Nigga got the gold jacket on there and everything. Look at him clapping. Who is these Nads, boss?
Man, see, I forgot my whole thought messing with this dude, man. It's ridiculous, man. This is flat foot. Now I'm just playing. I remember what it was. So anyway, so here it was. We thinking that we did our civic duty, right? You know what I'm saying? We going to vote. And it was like, dang, what happened? Like, what? And then we found out, we were listening to the news and then at different outlets. And then as it goes on, it's like, man, how did George Bush win? Like, what is this all about?
Florida and electorals.
And it was like, yeah, Florida. The night before, he had won Florida, wake up the next morning. It was like he didn't win Florida. Then you found out his brother is the governor of Florida. So you're like, wait a minute, dog. So I know street politics. I know how stuff works. So wait a minute, dog. This man brother got him the election. That's what we saying to ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. We like, oh, so his brother is the governor of Florida. And he gets the election by like this super narrow margin, right? Or was it like the electoral college or whatever? I can't remember. But anyway, it was some stuff in the water. So we saying to ourselves like, dang, if we gonna vote and it's not gonna count, well, what's the point? Like I remember on campus that day, everybody was talking about it. Everybody was like, why are we voting and it's not gonna count? You know what I'm saying? Like we basically we rallied people. Right, we went to the polls like 4-5 people at the same, together, and you go vote, and it don't even count.
It only makes you feel like you're a part of something,
right? And people love to feel like they're a part of something versus actually getting something done. Like people would rather be a part of a movement than
that's
that
what the
movement.
Lottery is.
Exactly.
The lottery is everybody feels a part of it, and you're cool with not winning. Like, well, somebody won,
right?
So you good with that.
Right.
So same thing with the election. It's like, okay, my vote matters. Blah 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 blah. Then when you lose and the other team wins, it's like, okay, well,
right.
I guess we lost.
Yeah.
But then when both sides, you see both sides, and then it's like, hold on, what?
Right.
They pulled the wool over y'all eyes again with 45.
Yeah. Yeah.
By telling y'all, the electorals though.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Right. And see, that's the thing with that thing there too, is when you find out the popular vote doesn't win the election. It's the electoral college.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't get involved in none of it.
I mean, I get involved with it. Because
if you want change yourself.
I agree with that. I think people should change themselves.
Change yourself, and eventually others around you who see it will change around you. So, hey, I play my part. I would try to.
I play mine too. I think I encourage people to be a part of the political process. I really do. I also encourage people to research the political process on how it actually works and research results, research what was going on at that time. You know what I mean? Because now, if you really want to talk about politics in totality, you got to talk about where the money goes. Like looking at episodes of Power, right? So like Councilman Tate is like running for governor of New York, right? but he's got to have financial backing,
which is usually from crooks
which is usually from people
who are getting their money
who are getting their money from various sources. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they going to turn their money down? Absolutely not. But whoever is bankrolling them, they have to do what that person or block of people says that they need to be doing, right?
Right.
That's politics. There's always been politics. Like, that's not something that's hidden. You know what I'm saying? That's why politicians have campaigns and they have fundraisers. And the people that show up at the fundraisers, right,
Okay.
are those who say, hey, I'm going to donate XYZ to your campaign. If
9 times out of 10, okay, so while you're saying this, 9 times out of 10, these people who are shelling out these money, who are at these fundraisers, do not represent black people. So that's the main reason why 9 times out of 10, you really don't get involved. They don't have black people's interests at heart.
do they have anybody's interest at heart outside rich people?
Other people that they can benefit off from, sure, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, other rich people.
Yeah. Because they don't
Or
even.
other potentially rich people. You can see somebody's business acumen. Be like, okay, yeah, I might come on over here. I see he might bring me some money, so I invest. I'll make sure that he's getting some money in whatever is going on as well.
Industry, right? He's in.
Right.
And it doesn't benefit the people at all.
Right. But if it's somebody, how should I say? If you don't want a certain race or certain person to succeed, okay, I'm gonna do everything that I can for nothing to be invested on that side. What are your views over here? Oh, it is? Okay, I ain't rolling with you.
Yeah.
So that's all they doing.
Yeah.
So that's why I say usually those investors, their interest ain't, and if it is, it's some ill towards it. What I mean by that is like an investor who's investing into the campaign, but their big time investment is in prisons.
Okay.
So you are investing in black people, but it's on the negative end.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. There's no benefit to us.
Right.
So that's the reason why I really don't get involved in that, because in most cases, they make up campaigns that sound like that they're in our best interest when they are actually not. They never have.
Right. I mean, it's a sales pitch.
Right. It's a sale. Everybody's a car salesman.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's a sales pitch. And you know,
I got this. We got the bells and whistles for you if you vote for me.
Right.
Come and get me. They even start sounding like they going to church. I remember even oh my God, what was it? Hillary Clinton out here pulled out hot sauce out of her purse. I don't leave anywhere without my hot sauce. Quit playing. These folks be aggravating me, man, and we just be sitting here soaking it up. Like, are you serious?
you know, I don't.
This is a stage prop.
I don't think we soaked it all up.
We believed it when Bill Clinton did it, pulled out the saxophone on Arsenio Hall show.
We did soak that up because we did. We call him the first black.
We love when white people do nigga shit.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, Elvis Presley, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
We give them the keys to everything because they do nigga shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he can moonwalk. Oh my God. Oh my God, he sings soul music. He's great. Where he get the soul from though?
Hey.
Oh my God, Jack Daniels is the best drink ever.
You mean Uncle Nearest?
But I'm saying we praise the person who stole it from the black person.
Yeah. I mean that's You gotta think about it though, man. You gotta remember.
All on
You
College
gotta,
Game Day, you saw Elvis Presley memorabilia. How many times they show BB King?
yeah. And BB King was BB King.
And they on BB King
Yeah,
Street.
on his street. Yeah, on his street.
You ain't showing nothing no BB King. You ain't showing no Aretha Franklin. You ain't showing no Isaac Hayes. You ain't showing nothing. You
Yeah,
got that Elvis joint,
yeah,
Elvis house,
yeah,
Elvis whole outfit.
yeah.
Word.
That's
Okay.
how it is. That's
That's the
Hollywood.
only thing Elvis. I mean, that's the only thing about Memphis.
That's
Elvis.
Hollywood though. That's Hollywood for you though. That's
Okay.
always been Hollywood like that.
Okay.
Like that's Hollywood. Cause think about it. Like for most of y'all, you got a lot of the lead actors and actresses that are white, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got them. Then you have your writers. Then you have your entertainers. Your musicians, your whatever, right? A lot of those people learned their craft from somebody that didn't look like them.
Okay.
So I give you an example. You mentioned Justin Timberlake, right? And I understand exactly what Sinbad was talking about when he was talking about Justin Timberlake. He made some comments about Prince. I don't know if you remember seeing that. I think it was on a Breakfast Club or something like that. And he was like, said some stuff about Prince. And then he was like, if Prince was alive, you wouldn't be saying it. You know what I'm saying? But then you see JT. Okay, yeah, JT he from around the way. But you know where he got his stuff from. You know what I'm saying? You know where he got his stuff from. If you look at Elvis, Elvis got his stuff from watching the folks at the church. He was sitting outside the window on Sunday mornings.
From every,
you know what I'm saying?
From every black blues person.
Yeah, exactly.
He listened to.
Exactly. It was Muddy Waters.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so we know that. Like we know that. But when it comes to who was put out front, like you see that particular person because they stole that and then they ran with it. And of course, that's how Hollywood works. That's how it's always worked. So Hollywood, it's always a presentation.
Man, it ain't Hollywood. It's the way of the world. And the reason why I say that is because all right, so we got football on screen. So we'll talk about football. Any black quarterback that ran outside of the pocket, they chopped the quarterback up, and man, pretty much all them quarterbacks, their career was cut short because they ran. Soon as a white quarterback come in and can run good, oh my God, this is the best quarterback ever. He is everything all in one. Word?
Right. Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Manziel, Tebow, all of them, they praised him. Like they was the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Like they ain't never seen a quarterback like this. When Mike Vick did it, every time he ran out the pocket, they were like, well, he needs to be a traditional quarterback and stay in the pocket and throw the ball and blah, 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 and lead and be this and that. They vilified the man for doing that. But as soon as Tebow, Manziel, he's the next quarterback. This is the way quarterbacking should be. And
it's funny.
He's innovating. He's innovating football.
Johnny Football. They called him Johnny Football,
right.
Which was interesting to me that they gave this dude the last name of the game, Johnny Football.
And he's innovating and changing the game.
And he's not even in the NFL right now.
I'm like, word.
Matter of fact, is he even playing professional football right now?
No. But you sitting up here saying that he's innovating football by doing all of these things that other black quarterbacks have been doing before him
for 30 years before
and
he came along.
And they've been killing those quarterbacks.
For 30 years before he came along. 20 years before he came along. Somebody else was already doing it.
Cordell Stewart been doing it.
Yeah.
Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair, all of them.
Yeah. Well,
but they get chewed out because this traditional position that has been normally praised for white boys.
So you remember Doug Williams, right?
They need to play their position.
Right.
When the black person do it, he need to play his position.
Yeah, but you remember Doug Williams though.
Okay, for the Redskins, right?
Doug Williams, won a freaking Super Bowl. He won it. Doug Williams didn't even get re-signed the next year.
Because they don't want that to be an example of how a quarterback can win. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Doug Williams need to get re-signed next year. You
I'm
win the
telling
Super
you.
Bowl and can't get re-signed.
I'm telling you.
Like, like it's I look
Colin
at it.
Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl the year before.
I look. Oh, like I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to
Yeah,
talk
I ain't
about
finna get on the Colin Kaepernick thing
yeah,
again, but
yeah. But
he went to
we
the
know,
Super Bowl
we
the
know.
year before.
But you know what was funny? That I heard people call Cap trash, and when I heard people say, I said, so Colin Kaepernick was trash before he left the NFL.
I mean,
he was trash. He was trash, man. I said, okay, so wait a minute. So
he
let
ain't
me
no
get
elite.
this.
He's not an elite quarterback. No.
Well, there was a point where he was an elite quarterback, sir. He very much was so. You got to think about that window. There's a small window in football, in professional football in particular. You only have about 4 or 5 good years.
Okay, so what you're saying is because he had a good year, he was
No, he had more than a good year. He had a nice little couple years. He was good, like he was really good.
But the only thing people are really going to remember are maybe the 1 or 2 years that led him to the Super Bowl.
Well, of course, but at the same time, in the NFL, think about what I'm saying. The window in the NFL is very, very small. It's very small, right?
Okay.
Because of its physicality. And at that position, at the quarterback position, if you run, if you don't stand in the pocket and stay behind your line like Tom Brady.
His stats weren't like Michael Vick.
No, they weren't. But listen to what I'm saying. At that particular time.
But you're saying he's elite.
He was elite at that particular. Hey, bro, can a non-elite quarterback, a quarterback that's not elite, and look at the numbers that Cap put up that year they went to the Super Bowl.
Again, so okay. Then you're speaking on the 1 year.
It doesn't matter whether you're elite for 1 year or 3 years. You're elite.
Yosemite Sam on TV.
This is ridiculous. This is stupid.
Yosemite Sam. I'm telling you. There you go.
Who's this dude running for governor of Mississippi? And he's walking with shotguns.
And look at him. He finna shoot the black bottles.
This is ridiculous.
Putting Mississippi families first.
By shooting a bottle. That's the dumbest thing I've seen all day.
Out in the woods amongst trees.
That is so ridiculous, man.
I'm telling you, man.
That is so ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
But that's Mississippi, though. So that's a whole nother topic. But that's Mississippi. I think if it was up to Mississippi, we all still be in slavery right now.
And I know too many of my black friends that be so quick to move. It's so cheap over here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. As soon as somebody gets upset, it's really going to be cheap because your labor is going to be free.
It was just a couple of years ago. Where they finally made it illegal to have slavery.
Yeah.
So it was still legal to have slaves in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And that was like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. It's just,
I was like, word? So they still been?
Yeah. It just makes no sense, man. Like a lot of that stuff just makes absolutely no sense, man. I try not to be bothered with all of that, a whole lot because people live where they want to live. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, like we was talking about before we got distracted by the country ass dude running for governor for Mississippi, you can have an elite year or elite couple of years in the NFL and still be considered an elite player or have a memorable career because
I don't agree with that.
I do agree because look at it, dude. Like Tom Brady is not typical.
You can't be elite for having one good year.
Yes, you can. You were elite for that year.
Okay. But you're saying
Richard Sherman is not an elite.
You're saying an elite
player.
You're saying an elite career.
No, man. I said an elite player. Elite player. Colin
I don't
Kaepernick.
even think you can be an elite player for having one elite year.
Okay. So I'm gonna take it to basketball then. So was Gilbert Arenas an elite player in the NBA? And Gilbert Arenas had like 2 or 3 years where he was probably one of the best players in the league, quote unquote.
He was a great player. I won't say elite. There's levels. I won't say elite. No.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this about Colin Kaepernick again. So you saying that Colin Kaepernick was not an elite player for at least a year?
He had a good year. He had a great year. I ain't gonna say elite. No. Because
How do you go to the Super Bowl and you're not elite? I don't understand that.
Because on that, I can't. Well, because it was only now if he did
I'm looking
if
up
he
Colin
did
Kaepernick's stats. By
if
the
he
way,
did it over several years to bring him to that position or point, cool.
right?
But he only had that 1 year like that, and he don't have no stats like Michael Vick stats or anything like that. Like you can't say you like no.
Okay, keep talking.
He was a good player, but I can't give him elite. We be throwing these words around all loosely, like, but no,
Okay,
like like we be throwing top players. We be throwing like we have the top rappers top rapper lists and all that other type of stuff. We be throwing these words around very loosely.
so okay, so it's I'm being loose
Because
by
if that's the case, if you're saying with Colin Kaepernick being elite, apparently there are a lot of elite quarterbacks out in the game. Then, according to you, with that logic,
okay.
with that logic,
Maybe Colin Kaepernick wasn't the best example.
thank you, and you use that word elite so loosely. That's why I was saying he ain't elite.
Well, I think you're probably right, sir. I got to give it to you. I think you're probably right.
Like you can have a good year, cool, but throwing around elite, no, we can't say that.
Because in all honesty, I'm looking up his stats. He was with San Francisco for 5 years, which again, 5 years is probably about the max.
His window was the right window because they got the right pieces at San Francisco at that time for him to make it.
True.
If he didn't, he wasn't gonna never get it.
Right. True. So all right. So here it is. So during 2013, he helped the 49ers reach the NFC Championship game. And over the next 3 seasons, he lost a starting quarterback job. He won it back. And that was pretty much it.
And he was always fighting for a starting quarterback job.
Yeah.
During every season.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe that he was almost a throwaway from being replaced.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I think he doesn't even have any, like, he didn't even, his stats are not even, like, I ain't even seeing nothing, like, there's nothing on his stats that show that any significance. I don't see him.
But you just called him elite, sir.
I said he was elite for that particular time. I said he was an elite player for like 2 years. That's what I said. And I stand corrected.
I wouldn't even say the 2.
I stand corrected. I am not some jackass that can't say when I'm wrong, okay? I stand corrected. He was probably elite for maybe 1 year.
And I put it like this: if you probably look up the stats for the quarterbacks for that year, he probably was not elite then. Him and that was a whole team effort.
No, man. Come on. We talking about the quarterback position specifically. We're not talking about their team. We talking about specific to that position.
Okay, so
I mean, you got to give them some credit.
Pull up and look.
I'm looking at it now.
The stats for all the quarterbacks for that year that they went to a Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna say that, then like you can't look at when Peyton Manning went to the Super Bowl with Denver Broncos. He was trash. So yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Peyton Manning was never trash.
Are you serious right now? When that dude went to his last Super Bowl, man, Peyton Manning was garbage.
Okay, so
that dude, he rode them coattails to that Super Bowl, dude.
All of his, but you're talking about his stats. None of Peyton Manning's stats will ever say that he's trash. None of them.
Of course, because he's a better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick over a career's time, man.
Sir, Rick James.
Come on now.
Rick James.
No, I just told you. I just said.
You just said Peyton Manning's stats would be trash.
Dude, I said for that one season.
Okay.
So now look at what I'm saying. You saying that
in comparison to his other season,
right? But you saying that I just said Colin Kaepernick played five.
But what I'm saying is, even that season that you saying that will be trash is still better than Colin Kaepernick's.
Bruh, he played 5 seasons. Okay. Now we just agreed to he probably had one elite season, right?
One good. You say elite.
I say elite anytime you're a difference maker on your team in your conference and you lead your team to a Super Bowl.
I'm going to pull up the stats
because I'm looking at them.
You read them, but didn't say none of the stats.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, I don't have to go through all of the dude's stats. I'm just saying, like, looking at what he was able to do in that particular year, right? All right, so we're going to look, for the sake of argument, right?
What was his ranking for that year?
Hold on, I'm finna pull it up. Right now.
I put like this. One of my things that I dislike in debates or arguments is keywords that people use within their argument. So right now we're debating about if he's elite.
All right, hold up.
So, and to be elite in your ranking.
Hold up. Okay. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. So if we're gonna talk about it, we'll say based on like what they say QB rating.
Okay.
We'll go with QB rating. So I'm gonna look here. So okay. So here we go. All right. So passer rating, quarterback rating. So let's see. So list of the top 100 quarterbacks according to their career passing or career passer rating.
That ain't what I asked.
No, this is a part of the conversation, man.
Man, I said, what was his ranking in quarterbacks for that year that he went to the Super Bowl? See?
Bruh.
Okay.
Hold on. This is important.
When did they go to the Super Bowl?
This is important.
No, it's not important to the question that's being asked.
2013.
I see what you're doing is you're giving an answer to support your answer.
No.
I'm asking you a certain question.
No,
the answer that you're giving me isn't answering my question.
I'm giving. Okay, so we'll go specific year.
Thank you.
Because his quarterback rating over his career was an 88.9.
See,
he was like, let's say, what was that? 2013 they went.
Okay.
I think 2013 or 2016.
How you going from 2013 to 2016?
No, because I'm looking at 2 different years, man. Shut up.
I don't remember the year that they went to the Super Bowl. Well, let's see. When did
2013. It was
Okay.
2013, yeah. All right. So all right, here we go. So 2013, he played all 16 games. His completion percentage was 58.4%. He threw for 3,197 yards. He threw 21 touchdowns. All right. He had 8 interceptions that year.
Hold on, man. I don't even see this man on this. Hold
Let's see. His QBR for that year was 65.7. I'm looking at this right. I think that's correct. 65.7, which is not really good.
Right.
But
His completion was 58.4 for the year.
he was selected to let's see, did he go to Pro Bowl was he selected for Pro Bowl that year? No, I don't think so.
So his ranking was number 21 amongst the other quarterbacks for that year.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. He had a good year, not elite or anything like that. That was a total team effort.
Okay.
Coach, quarterback, running, receiver, everybody was clicking all at the same time.
Okay.
So he was. I'm not giving that. Not saying that he wasn't a good quarterback. Now, after they won the Super Bowl, the next year, no one gave him a chance to show how good he was to excel after that to see what would happen after.
Okay.
But up until that point, he was all right. He was a cool quarterback.
Okay.
He wasn't Russell Wilson.
No, we're not even gonna compare him to Russ. My question is this: are we going to remember
His kneeling has overshadowed his whole career.
I totally agree with that.
Because now we have come to the point to have an argument. Because all right, it's like the Doug Williams conversation you just brought up.
Yeah.
So it's like that. He went to the Super Bowl and next year he ain't got no job. Like what?
Yeah.
So it became like that, and then now we're fighting in a way by saying, "Oh, he was a great quarterback." No, he wasn't really. He was okay. He got their team to the Super Bowl. That's what we remember before the incident.
Before the kneeling.
Right.
I just wish, man. I wish that I appreciate Cap's kneeling. I just wish that it wasn't, because the reason why
It has turned into something else.
it turned into something else, and I think it turned into something that went beyond what the initial purpose was in the first place. Because guess what? The NFL wound up paying him to not even talk about it no more.
Right.
So the whole point
we don't even know how much money he got.
We don't know how much.
He can't talk. He can't say
he signed
nothing else.
the NDA about it. So it's like it basically, in so many words, like, did it serve the purpose it was supposed to?
It did.
I don't think it did. The reason why I don't think it did is this, Jay.
It got us talking about it more, and it's bringing more attention to it.
Right, but at the same time, I don't think it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Like according to him, okay, he was gonna keep playing, right? He just wanted to kneel during the anthem to bring awareness to police brutality in the black communities, right?
Which awareness has been brought.
Right, which it has been brought, right? Which he wasn't the only one bringing awareness. He just happened to be, a football player deciding to take that particular stance.
He's an innocent bystander of war.
I won't say innocent, because he made a choice. Like, he wasn't just standing there. He did make a choice to say, "Hey, I'm gonna step up to the front on this one."
But what I mean by innocent bystander, he did a nonviolent act, so he was an innocent bystander.
I disagree.
He didn't perform. I mean, he didn't do anything volatile.
He took action though. It didn't have to be volatile. He just took action. Like he wasn't just standing there. He wasn't just walking down the street and then like the marchers were coming through and he was going to the store and he got hit with the hose just like they did. No, he took a stance. Like he said, I'm gonna kneel during this anthem. Like you know what I'm saying? Just like remember Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, Chris Jackson,
right?
When he turned around, Craig Hodges did like similar thing, and they both, of course, got they got blackballed. You know what I'm saying? I hate using that term, but they did. I say whiteballed. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, in Cap's situation was pretty much the same. He made a conscious effort to do so. I think that in totality, not looking at the fact that we didn't see awareness, because we saw a whole lot of awareness raised. But think about the brutality that has taken place since then. Is it the fact that we're more aware? Or is it the fact that a lot more cases have come out? Like are we getting any traction as it pertains to prosecution for those who are committing those acts?
Yes, right? And no. So we're getting wins, but we're getting more losses than wins. So what I mean by that, you might have 5 people that get off, but you got 1 person who go to jail.
Right.
So you getting that. So we're having wins. Some of them are starting to become. We're starting to get more wins, I guess you can say.
Right.
But we're still getting L's.
Right.
But
yeah,
it is bringing more attention. You are seeing more positive results, but it's still far and in between.
Right.
But now I see. But I'll go ahead and I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Sam has yawned about 6 times already.
This dude here, man. Golly.
It's past his bedtime.
I don't know. Maybe I should have been on another podcast where people don't insult me the way I get insulted.
I don't know, man. You yawned several times. I'm like, okay, you're getting sleepy, fool. So
Oh man. Man.
And then I'm not sure if you heard the long pauses. He's over just all in the phone and texting other like. I understand. It's your son.
And then this man just put me on Front Street, like right on the podcast. Like not like we not even on the podcast. He just was like, this man on his phone. It's all right though, bro. It's all right.
You put me on blast?
No. No. I ain't do you like that. That's how I had an off night tonight. I was distracted a little bit.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I was distracted a little bit.
But it gives material, so it gives content. That's all.
Yeah.
So then it might be an insult to you, but it's content.
It's not really an insult. Like I don't look at it as an insult from you. I'm just saying, like when I fire back, I'm gonna fire back.
Make sure
I ain't gonna stop.
All I will say is, make sure it's funny, sir. Because
so my stuff don't be funny, huh?
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything like that. All I'm saying is, make sure it's funny because it's live on the podcast, and everyone will be like, "Sam, I don't know, man. That John was
you ain't gonna never hear him say that. He ain't never got to worry about that. I don't never come whack ever.
If he says a whack joke, you are free to leave comments, checking the fool out of him. Checking the fool.
Is that what we
out
doing?
And I'll make sure that I repeat them.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I read them too. Because anybody that fire me up, I'm gonna get you back.
Face ass.
Yeah, ugly.
All right, so we finna go ahead and wrap this John up. It looks like New England is still down. Yeah, and we in the 4th. So go ahead and wrap this up. I am Jason. J Will does it, and I have my guy Upshaw.
100.
Man, You said there was such disappointment in your voice, man.
Cause it don't sound like Ivan the Great, my nigga. But hey, we'll do
Upshaw. Like, dude, it's a great name for me. It's a great name for me.
It's your last name, sir.
It's my last name. Yes, it is.
I guess I should just stick with Williams and just be like Will I Am.
No.
Will I Am, Jay?
No, this sucks. This sounds terrible.
But that's what Williams is. Will I Am.
Yeah, Will you are.
Right. And I am off on the tangent. They're gonna count. There's the count.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man. We done, man.
And we off on the tangent, and we out this joint. I will not say bye this time, but I just said bye.
Peace. Holla.
Oh man.
Is that John out?